Hello and welcome back to another video. I just got finished wrapping up this weekend, an amazing shoot for the NBL 1 West Grand Final, which is a basketball competition here in Western Australia, where in attendance there was more than 7,000 people, which is by far the biggest sports event I've ever covered. And I want to thank Adam Westerhout from Courtside Culture for having me involved as part of his media team to cover the event, and thank you to Basketball Western Australia for also having me there. I wanted to start the video with gratitude because it's important to recognize where you are in the world, where you are in time, and recognizing the opportunities that you're given and provided in order for you to, get better or share your work or grow as a content creator. It's not every day I shoot in front of 7,000 people, and it's not every day I share content with a big league that allows me to showcase my work with such a large audience, which can potentially lead into even more work, which sounds like getting paid in exposure, but I kind of want to break it down a little bit more. When you're starting out as a content creator in the freelance industry, it's easy to quickly become naive, especially for myself. When I was younger, maybe 18, 19 years old, I started creating content and I did some work for free, and then I slowly started getting paid for some of the gigs that I was doing. But as I was getting paid more often, I started attributing content creation with money. And eventually I would only pick up my camera if I was getting paid by someone to do it. So I stopped really making creative content and I started only picking up the camera when I was getting paid. So I was doing less. I wasn't getting better as a content creator because I wasn't spending time learning the craft. I also just fell out of love with it, I guess. But back to the topic. So this basketball tournament was at RAC Arena in Perth, Western Australia, and we were working like a team of 4. And my job was to cover 2 teams, which were Coburn and Willetton, and I had such a great time. And one of my favorite things to do, especially with large events, is to cover and capture the crowd, the atmosphere, and the fan interaction with the game itself. Because if you just shoot, especially in sports, if you just shoot the action, it can feel a bit off, like you're not excited by watching it and there's no storytelling. You may get the storytelling of the game progressing, but you may miss the bigger picture of why the game is being played in the first place. And in my belief, that's because of the fans. Without the fan support, you don't really have the game itself. And to actually get this opportunity in the first place, I was developing content for free, not necessarily separate to my job because I was working for one of the teams in the competition already, but I would go to away games in my spare time to experiment with content, to experiment with new ideas, get better at color grading, get better at editing. So when I went back to work to create more content, I was better at it and I did it more quickly. I was able to develop better content faster, which was the topic of my last video. So instead of only looking at creative work for its potential to earn you more money, it's important to also recognize the opportunity that an event may provide that will allow you to make money in the future. But as I just touched on, a lot of creative content creation, that's a tongue twister. But a lot of content creation, especially in the online space, can seem like smoke and mirrors. You see all these amazing people making exceptional entertainment content, and you can easily assume that they're making all of their money, all of their income by making this content in basketball, in music, but a lot of the time they're not, because sport is entertainment. And for me in basketball, it's a very competitive field. Even in Perth, Western Australia, a lot of people want to do the job and a lot of people are willing to do it for free. So unless you're the top 1 or 2 or 3 people, it's going to be really hard to earn a livable income just doing entertainment content. So you have to pivot and think like a business person, especially if you want to do it full time, and find the projects which will earn you the most money, which is weddings, birthdays, real estate, and just corporate events in general. So you got to think differently and approach content creation differently if you want to really do it as a business. Not everything you create is going to be super fun, but you have to remember to be grateful for the opportunity to earn the money, to get better equipment, to earn a living making content, and to make the entertainment content that you really care about. But that being said, I'm in that exact boat now. I'm developing my website. I'm advertising for more corporate work so I can do this more often, create content that I love. This is my passion. I talked about being 18 or 19 years old. Now I'm 25. I had it as a hobby back then, but now I really want to push it as far as I can, because you only live once. You may see I'm very tired right now, but that's no excuse. I'm just going to keep going and hopefully share my journey with you guys and help people out there get started in their filmmaking content creation journey. So thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.